was very interesting.
Were you surprised by it?
A wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is actually like emotional, and it just like cried.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Are you mushy like that? Do you cry at movies and stuff?
I didn't sometimes like I have like favorite movies that will like make me cry my eyes out, but I mean I was just like, oh my God, weddings are not all that, and then I cried and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to go to these ever again. It just made me cry.
Are you gonna get married?
I don't believe in marriage. I would have like a wedding ceremony, but about getting legally married.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That sounds like a lot.
So you just want to have a party.
Like say I just got like a wedding ceremony, if we split up, we wouldn't have to like divide all the assets and like go through all this
Then
shit.
it's just like, okay, you go separate ways and you're done.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, it gives me anxiety.
Do you think that you could be monogamous with one guy for the rest of your life?
Like have only sex with one guy forever?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like
because that's usually a big part of marriage too. Maybe not, not every, you have open marriages
but like,
and shit.
do people actually get married for like the rest of their life until they die?
That is the idea.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so rare.
It probably is. It's definitely getting more and more rare. But the idea behind most marriages is till death do you part. That was so genuine. Like, do people really do this?
I thought people just got married.
People who fuck were 50 years old.
I just thought people got married until like they got bored.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well, I think that's basically what people do.
Yeah, like only like 40% last, I think.
I mean,
and then there's a lot of people who get bored and they either cheat or they just like, you just become like roommates basically.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to live in a world where I find this person that I could be with the rest of my life.
Do you believe that idea though?
Yes and no. It's very idealistic, and I'm more of like a realistic person, and just based on like the statistics.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like not that
right.
probable.
Like the statistics of regular people added with people in your industry and then your personality.
Now people, especially now with social media, you have like access to like millions of people like right at the touch of your fingertips. It's not just like, oh, let me just stay with this person. Like, what are the thoughts of someone else? I think
that's a huge part of it too.
It's so toxic.
Like when you were like in the 50s, it was like
same.
This girl like was in high school with me, and I thought she was pretty. She liked me. She's good. Like I've got like a good job in this town.
Yeah.
We'll just get a house here, and that's all you know.
Yeah.
But when it's like, oh, I met like my soulmate on the internet who likes everything I like and looks how I want him to look and does what I want him to do, it's like you didn't have the ability to meet anybody like that. It's very hard to just like shut yourself off from all the opportunities.
Yeah, and I feel like you're like less inclined to like continue on like working through a relationship if it's not like perfect, because it's like, oh, I could just meet someone else like 100%. Super easily versus like
you really didn't have like that option.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta work this out because where the fuck am I gonna find somebody?
Else?
Yeah,
exactly.
now it's like
so it's just like
anybody can be replaced. You know?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm only 25, so that's a very
you shouldn't even
loaded
be worried
question.
about this stuff. Would you do an open marriage?
Oh my God, for what? Then like, what's the point? Like,
well, I don't know. You can
I feel like
you still like live together. Maybe you have kids together.
I do want to have like kids. I feel like that's less of a commitment than to marry someone. Like we could have a kid together.
If you're wealthy like you are, you probably
be my sperm donor. I don't really need
there's probably
to,
some truth to that.
Yeah, I don't really
If you're like a single mom and you don't have all the means, it's very fucking hard to raise a kid.
Yeah, I guess I didn't
need like a partner
think about
and
that.
You need someone to help. But if you're just like, all right, I can.
You have a maid's room, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I could totally financially handle a child. I just don't know if I'm mature enough. Like,
well, again, you're only 25.
And I also don't like waking up early.
Yeah, well, then you're fucked. Don't do that. Baby, roll over. Go to sleep, baby.
Kids wake up early, dude.
Yeah,
they
bro.
Wake up at,
yeah, man. Super
early.
Even
when they're like toddlers, they wake up at like 7 a.m. I'm like, what are you doing?
My son gets shot out of a fucking cannon in the morning.
But that's
His
so
eyes
fun.
open and he's just
I love kids.
like, go, 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 go.
I'm like, I love kids so much. Like, I have 2 little brothers, and my dad, he'll just like leave them with me. He'll like, one time he was like, I'm going to Target, I'll be back in like 30 minutes. He left for like 4 hours.
You want to earn money every time you spend money? Download the Upside app for free right now and earn cash back on everyday expenses. Get 5 cents per gallon of gas, get 30% on groceries, and up to 45% at restaurants. Download Upside today.
I'm stuck with these 2 little boys. The little boys
How old are they?
They're 8, so they're like big now. So, but they're, oh my gosh, insane. One of them asked me one time, he was like, why don't you ever wear bras? I was like, what is wrong with you? Like,
bro is gonna have a lot of questions. I feel like you're gonna have to answer a lot of questions.
Oh my gosh, I'm dreading it.
Do they
fudge.
even have like, I mean, that's still really young, but do they have any inclination that you're like different? Like
No,
they just.
I mean, but he has like parental controls and stuff, so like they can't. But I'm definitely dreading the day that they have like their own phones and they. Yeah. But that's like a very long time. Maybe there'll be like some brand new super popular porn star that floods the. Listen,
like you'll just be
but yes,
erased.
these are things that definitely come
I don't
to
think
mind.
the Abella Danger videos are leaving the internet anytime soon.
Well, like I said, that's why I find it so hard to believe that my boyfriend hasn't like seen my video. I'm like, how do you not like?
Bella's boyfriend.
How we've been talking for a half hour, and you've just mentioned that your boyfriend's never seen your video?
Yeah, that's
Bella's
what
boyfriend
he
says.
I don't know. Do you believe him?
No, I don't.
And
Has he been on Pornhub
I
ever?
don't
Is he alive? and the icing on the cake was they met because she was coming to Atlanta. That's where he's from. That's where he was. And,
Yeah,
and he was
that's where he's
like,
from.
I gotta meet your friend. Like I saw
like,
a
our
picture
mutual
of her.
friend.
I
To
seen a
our
picture of her.
mutual
She's a baddie. I gotta meet her. And it was just this one picture that put him onto her.
It was a
and
very
that's why
good
he
picture.
That's
It
why
was
he
a
like
very
waited in Atlanta for her. I'm sure it was a great picture, along with all the other great pictures and videos on the internet of you that he's absolutely seen.
Oh my god! I mean, trust me.
I mean,
when he
just
told
like
me
the
that,
biggest lie. Your entire relationship. I don't want to, bro code here. I don't want to fuck
I
with this,
would
but like
believe
your
it.
whole thing started on a lie.
Yeah, I would believe it, but it's like something that so many guys tell me. Like every guy that like I've dated will be like, coincidentally enough, has never seen my video.
Shocking how that works.
Yeah, it's just too much of a coincidence at that point. But
Those are all guys trying to either like have some sort of like power in it. Like I don't even.
and I'm
know
sure
who
he
you are,
doesn't.
or-
Ever since meeting me, I'm sure he doesn't. Like
Right.
But,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
But it'd be
but-
hard before meeting you. It would be hard to not see an Abella Danger.
Yeah, I mean, but
Come
that's
on.
the story. He's sticking to it.
I gotta talk to him next. I want to like grill him, like
He's
interrogate
great.
him.
He's
Tell me
funny.
the truth. Have you watched Abella fuck?